Right, Professor Layton and the Curious Village. This is where we're at so far. Our story so far. So let's have a look. After witnessing Ramon's abduction before their very eyes, Luke and Professor Layton are shocked to see him return to Reinhold Manor on his own. Busy with the murder investigation, Inspector Chelmy warns Layton against meddling any further. However, Layton is confident that the Golden Apple and the morning's murder are linked to one another. Finally free to move about, Layton and Luke begin their search for the Golden Apple in earnest. There we go, we got ourselves another Hinkle. Alright. Lady Dahlia sure is gorgeous, ain't she? Yep, sure is. What a dish, what a doll, what a honey. Gals like that are pretty rare, I tell you. Yep, yep. Oh, we need to find Matthew wherever he may be. There we go. Since you've come to the town hall, I strongly advise you to follow town procedure and solve this puzzle. Oh, okay, we're getting a puzzle right out the gate. Number 64. Odd equations. 30 picarats available. Right. Oh my! Right. Looks like someone has been writing nonsense on the blackboard again. Turns out, though, that under certain conditions, these strange equations are actually correct. Eight minus 6 equals 2. 8 plus 6 also equals 2. Assuming the above to be true, what does 7 plus 6 equal? How in the world? First, it might look like whoever wrote this on the board was just terrible at math. The truth is, just about everyone does calculations like these. Heck, you probably do it just about every day. Oh, wait, hang on, that's genius. 8 minus 6. That wouldn't work. When you do math like this, you probably use a commonplace item that many people have And that's where the fingers come into play. And that leaves you 2. You've got 7.
That should do it.
Huh!
Every puzzle has an answer.
Oh! Oh! I was using my fingers. On your watch. On the clocks. Of course! Puzzle is using time as a framework for the calculations. If you take 6 hours away from 8 a.m., the time becomes 2 a.m. Move forward 6 hours from 8 a.m., the time becomes 2 p.m. Therefore, if you add 6 hours to 7 a.m., you should arrive at the answer 1 p.m. You can, of course, reverse a.m. and p.m. and still find the solution. Okay then! Thank you, that will do nicely. Now please vacate the premises. It's a bit rude. No, I didn't want to leave. Oh. Looks like we have ourselves another puzzle. There's a hidden puzzle here. I've kind of given up trying to do the voices because it's too much effort on the playthrough. 50 pick and ads available. Okay. A jokerless deck of 52 cards sits on the table. The cards are shuffled thoroughly and divided into 2 stacks of 26 cards labeled A and B. If you divide the cards as described above and check the contents of each pile 1,000 times, how many times do you expect the number of red cards in one pile to match the number of black cards in the other? That's a given. Yeah.
I think I've got it.
It was not 26.
Oh, I was sure I had it. I think I've got it.
Well, there you go.
Professor, I've solved it.
You can expect a corresponding number of red and black cards to show up in between the piles 1,000 times out of 1,000 tries. 26 cards of each color in a 52 card deck. If you form 2 piles of 26 randomly selected cards from this deck, the number of red cards in pile A is equal to 26 minus the number of black cards in pile A. In pile B, the situation is reversed. No matter how the cards are divided, the number of red cards in pile A will equal the number of black cards in pile B, and vice versa. That was a real mind twister. Alright, so that takes care of that. Any puzzles we are... Any puzzles we're missing? Why, howdy. Do you often find yourself hopelessly, achingly, painfully stuck on puzzles? Well then, Sonny, you've come to the right place. Welcome to Granny Whittleton's Puzzle Shack. If the cottage is empty, it means you've solved all the current puzzles that are currently available. Okay. Right. Nothing good can be said about that tower. I heard it's all sorts of scary. You should stay away. Yep. That cat and mouse seem to get along pretty well, don't they? Do you think so, Luke? I would have guessed the cat was tormenting that poor mouse. But if you say the two of them are friendly, I believe you. Of course, it has to do with animals. If it has to do with animals, leave it to me. By the way, Professor, have you heard this one before? Ah, what's E. Here we go. Okay. According to the diagram shown here, A equals 2. B equals 3. C equals 3 and D equals 4. What does E equal? Okay. So you've got 2 there. 1, 2, 3. Okay. It's the number of adjacent pieces. It's the number of adjacent pieces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
That should do it.
It's not 6. Am I missing something here?
I suppose I thought
Try to
wrong.
find the rule that governs the valuation. I say, yeah, I've got the rule. It's just, what the heck? I've got the rule. Wait, oh, hang on, I can't. Hang on. There it is.
There we go. Another puzzle solved.
Indeed. Number assigned to each letter refers to the number of sections that are touching the label section. I was sure I'd come up with a really good puzzle, but it was still too easy, I guess. Alright. Good afternoon, mister. I'll tell you a secret if you solve this puzzle for me. About a girl who's about to have her birthday. Right, here we go. First, I got 60 picarats. Oh my! When asked about her birthday, a young woman gives the following information. The day after tomorrow, I turned 22. But I was still 19 on New Year's Day. This is a tricky one. Okay, so 2 days times 2. Has to be right.
There we go.
No, no, it is not.
Ah, I suppose I thought wrong.
See, confident it is absolutely possible. There's something I'm missing here. There's something I'm missing. Is it what I think it is? Is it what I think it is? Is it what I think it is? Is her birthday on a leap year?
That should do it.
It's not! What is going on?
How embarrassing.
What is going on? Which means her birthday is January 2nd.
That should do it.
How did I not think of that?
Another puzzle solved.
How did I not think of that? I'm running out of hint coins. Tell you a secret. All people who get kidnapped feel a little sick right before they get taken. Bet the monster that lives up in the tower feeds the victims super gross food before it pounces. There's hamburger ice cream with butterscotch and mayonnaise. Ugh, 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 yikes, ugh. Maybe he just picks the weakest bunch to snatch. Just don't get why he needs all those food. Oh, so you got another hint coin there. Oh, a customer. Welcome, welcome. I have great deals on sausage today. And my skirt steak will make any plate a fashion plate. Sorry to disappoint you, sir, but we didn't come here to shop. Aw, here I was thinking I was going to be real in the big sale. You got a hungry look about you, you know? Well, if I can't interest you with any of my meat products, can I at least tempt you with a puzzle? Of course you can. Sausage thief for 40 pecanats. Somebody ate the butcher's sausages. Here's what these four boys have to say. A. B ate the sausages. B. D ate them all up. C. I didn't eat them. No way. D. B is totally lying. So, B's accusing D. D's accusing B. A's accusing B. Process of elimination. C's the only one that's saying I didn't do it. There we go.
Another puzzle solved.
C ate the sausages, and the only person telling the truth here is D. If you assume A to be the culprit, both C's and D's statements must be correct. Choose B, and the other three boys' statements must be true. If you make D out to be the criminal, then what both B and C are saying must be true. None of these possibilities fit the conditions set forth in the puzzle. Yeah, you're pretty good at this. Bonus for solving my puzzle, I'll throw in some gossip about it. Word is that somebody lives in that dark, winding tower. You'd have to be one old duck to want to live in that old moldy wreck of a place. Give Layton a buzz. Hello? Something on the ground here, Professor. You're right. It appears to be a scrap of paper. Will you check if anything's written on it? Sure thing. Let's see here. The boss complimented my latest model today. He's a good guy and he's given me a new sense of purpose. I'm sure this is my true calling. I want to perfect my skills so I can repay the man for his generosity. This sounds like a great deal. This sounds like a great deal like a journal entry, doesn't it? Judging by how the writer used the term "the boss," I imagine he was under the employ of the Baron. I've constructed models to fit every situation, just like the boss asked me to do. I got a smile when I see how interested he is in them. That's the end of the entry. Do you suppose this person made some sort of models for a living? Yo, Professor, did you find what you were after? Never mind that, though. I've got something more important to talk about. Namely, chocolate. Help me solve this puzzle, and I'll tell you something I bet you'll find very interesting. You have a hankering for chocolate, so you buy a huge sheet of 30 chocolate squares. The sheet is 5 squares long by 6 squares wide. You can only break the chocolate at the lines that run between the squares, and you aren't allowed to stack multiple segments on top of each other. Keeping those rules in mind, what is the fewest number of times you need to break the chocolate in order to separate each of the 30 chocolate squares? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2.
There we go.
It's the only way it can be done.
Every puzzle has an answer.
Now it makes sense. Okay, now about that hot infant first. If you want to experience the best dining in Sydney Stair, you've got to check out Cooktops restaurants. Everything he makes is YUMMY. Don't even get me started on the stews. You have to try it yourself. Give Luke crap. Who are you looking for this time? Want to rest for a minute and solve this puzzle? Which job? Okay, should be easy enough. 2 corporations have put out help wanted ads. Aside from the information below, the 2 companies offer the exact same. From a purely financial standpoint, which one should you work for? Company will pay you $100,000 a year and give you a 20,000 raise yearly. Company B will pay you 5,000 ways every 6 months.
That should do it.
Oh, so it's B.
Oh,
I was actually
how
contemplating.
embarrassing.
Oh! Yeah, because it's 50-50 split.
There we go. Every puzzle has an answer.
Ah, that's where I'm going wrong. As you see in the image above, if you actually calculate things out, you'll see that salary B will always be £5,000 higher than the corresponding salary. You're running an extra £5,000 a year. Alright, she's planning to keep the fortune to herself once it's found. And you've been helping her all along. Right in the house club. Oh, this time I've really had it. I thought up this great puzzle, but I couldn't find anyone to tell it to. A tile square. You have at your disposal a large number of tiles like the one shown below. So, 10 inches by 12 inches and half an inch thick. If you were to take these tiles and try to make a square, it's the fewest tiles you'll need. Okay, 12, 24. To try and make a square. 12. I think you would need 30.
That should do it.
No.
Oh, how embarrassing.
That would make £60 by 60, what? Am I missing something here? Hang on. 12, 24, 36, 48, 60. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. 5, 5, 6, 30. What am I missing here? Double it?
Luke, here's my answer. Ah,
What is
I suppose I thought wrong.
going on? What am I missing?
Luke, here's my answer. Ah, I suppose I thought wrong. Luke, here's my answer.
Missing
Frankly,
here.
I'm ashamed. There we go.
What?
Oh, how embarrassing.
That's what I'm doing!
There we go.
How does that work?
Critical thinking is the key to success.
That's not making a square, that's making a cube! Third dimension to work with. Right. Again, that's not making a square, that's making a cube. I don't like this guy. I really don't like this guy. A chess puzzle. Now you're speaking my language.
Luke, here's my answer.
I have been playing chess way too
Critical
long on
thinking is the
Duolingo.
key to success.
Indeed we did. Thank you for the insistence in the matter. Good to hear. Well, since you're here already, why not take a load off and rest for a bit? What's this? Oh my, where did I put that measuring cup? Is something the matter? I have 16 quarts of water, and I want to divide it into equal portions of 8 quarts apiece. Probably my measuring cup seems to have feet. It's this one. Water pitchers. I've seen this puzzle way too many times.
Luke,
There we go.
here's my answer. Every puzzle has an answer.
Someone like you in the kitchen. A rumor that the kidnapper lives in that town. You know, I've never heard anyone say anything about the town, but make sure you keep clear of it, okay? Still locked shut. Just where will this place up? I wouldn't get your hopes up. The gate's covered in dust. I don't think anyone's been here for a long time. To understand the Satan's stare, you'll need to search the village thoroughly. Good luck, fellows. You'll need it. Hink coin. The inspector had a few sharp words for us when we showed up, doubtless because we've been conducting an investigation that runs parallel to his own. As much as I'd like to help find Simon's killer, there are other matters we should attend to first. Namely, checking in on Ramon to see what, if anything, he remembers of last night. I had hoped Ramon would remember something of last night, but it's as I feared. He remembers nothing. How could someone go through something as jarring as kidnapping and remember nothing of it? Now I must put my curiosity to the side and return to the search. I'll search for the golden apple. Perhaps Matthew can tell us something. If you've got to go back to the place. Another hink. And another one. Back so soon, Professor. Matthew, I was wondering if you knew anything that could point us in the direction of the Golden Apple. Anything you know would be great. For example, did the Baron say anything before he passed away? I'm so sorry to disappoint you, Professor, but the Master never said anything of the sort to me. I'd very much like to help you in your search, but my duties here prevent me from leaving the grounds. If only Ingrid was around to provide some assistance. I beg your pardon, sir. Ingrid? It's been years since she left, but Ingrid used to work as a servant in the mansion. She was Flora's nurse, and she would help. She often helped me with my work. Matthew? Yes, madam. I'll be right there. Please excuse me, sir. The lady calls. If you're curious about that Ingrid, why not pay her a visit and talk to her yourself? Let's see, this time of day, I'd imagine she's out walking around by the general store. Would you be able to tell her that Matthew sends his regards? Certainly. I'll be sure to pass on your message. Thank you for your help, Matthew. With that sweet old lady we passed by before? Indeed. We also saw her in that picture of young Flora. Come, Luke, let's go find the other girl. Off we go then. General store is just outside the mansion, right? We'll be there in no time. There she is. Oh, goodness me. If it isn't Mr. Layabout, was it? The name's Layton, madam. That's right. That's right, Mr. Layton. What can I do for you, sir? Earlier we were talking with the butler at Reinhold Manor, and he mentioned you used to work there. We'd very much like to hear anything you might know about the Baron. Heavens me, you want to hear about the Baron? I'm afraid the only stories I have are from when I worked at the Manor, and that was ages ago. That would be ideal, madam. Would you mind telling us one? All right, well, I suppose I could tell you a bit about the Baron and his former wife. The way Master Reinhold and his wife would carry. They almost seemed to be like children. You'd never seen a man so in love with as Master Reinhold was. When she passed away, Flora was all the Baron had to remember her by. So he raised that little girl with all the love a child could want. The things he'd bring home for her, toys from all over the world and teddy bears as big as yourself. He was in high spirits in those days. He really wanted to give her two parents' worth of affection. So where has Flora gone? Your guess is as good as mine, sir. I have no clue where that girl went. She left the manor well after I stopped working for Reinhold's. Some say Lady Dahlia put Flora on the street to keep the family riches to herself. That's nonsense. After all, the Baron cared about Flora so much. Can't imagine that he'd allow something like that. You know, it just reminded me. The grave of the Baron's late wife is located in the manor garden. The the Baron's former wife is buried in the garden? Thank you, madam. You've been extremely helpful. Look, let's head back to the map. I have a hunch that grave might hold the clue we've been looking for. Alright, let's go. Aha! Oh, look. Matthew. Good day, Professor. Were you able to track down Ingrid? Yes, we did. In fact, we were just speaking with her. I mean no disrespect, but she had the grave of the Baron's late wife. She said that the grave of the Baron's late wife lies on these grounds. Do you have any knowledge of this? Lady Violet's grave, sir? Yes, I was just about to visit it myself. Would you mind if we came along to take a look? Not in the slightest. Right this way. Here's the entrance, sir. Oh, hello. Please watch your step on the way in. This is Lady Violet's grave. Gosh, this place is really nice. It's not creepy at all. Music says otherwise. The late Baron, rest his soul, told me to keep this place in proper order, and I have tried to do so. Here sleeps Violet, my one true love. The statue looks much like Lady Dahlia. So much like Lady Dahlia, it's hard to believe it's someone else. Back when Flora was just a tiny little thing, Lady Violet used to take her to the park in town. Some of the flowers in the garden grew from the ones Flora planted here for her mother. Oh, I forgot to tell you about the Baron's journal. It should still be on the desk in Madam's room. It's possible that it might contain some information that could aid your search for the golden apple. My thanks, Matthew. I'll be sure to give it a once-over later. Now then, we'd best head back to Reinhold Manor. Hello? There it is! That must be the journal that Matthew spoke of. I have to admit, he seems to know everything in the manor. He seems to know where everything in the manor is. There's something about reading someone else's journal that just doesn't seem proper to me. However, the investigation must continue, so... The craftsmanship of it is simply remarkable. It reminds me of my sweet Violet when she was alive. What do you suppose it refers to? Flora doesn't like the thing at all. I've seen her run away from it on multiple occasions. Recently, she spends more time by dear Violet's grave than anywhere else. I'm sad to say I doubt Flora will ever take to it. I can't blame her, as I've changed its memory. I felt terrible forcing that change on Flora. Forcing that change on Flora, I just couldn't bear to see it like that anymore. Violet, there can never be another you. You are my first, my last, and my only. Changed its memory? I'm not sure where the Baron is, but this is vital information. I collapsed some days ago, and have been bedridden ever since. I feel as if I failed Flora as a father. I can only hope that when I'm gone, people of the village look after Flora and care for her as I did. Must have been terribly ill. Seems I am not long for this world, and the time has come for me to say goodbye to everything. I've left everything in Bruno's care now. Flora, I pray you find happiness in this life. I've disclosed the location of the secret place in a note that I've left with an old friend. It is my most fervent hope that the seeker of the golden apple finds it and grants my dearest wish. Professor! Baron Reinhold's old friend. We must seek out this person. But Professor, how can we possibly find that person with nothing but this journal to go on? It's like I always say, any good investigation starts on the streets. We just have to ask everyone in town about the matter. What? I mean, of course. You're absolutely right, Professor. Let's get to it. Of course, any good investigation also needs direction. Let's start out by asking Ingrid a few questions. She seems to know a great deal about Reinhold. Hello. Mr. Layton, you have some skill at solving puzzles, yes? I once cracked a case by solving a puzzle left behind on a note I found hidden at the crime scene. Let's see how you fare against it. The mysterious note. A detective who was mere days from cracking an international smuggling ring has suddenly gone missing. While inspecting his last known location, you find a note. The note appears to be nothing more than a series of numbers, but your gut instinct tells you that this note will reveal the name of the crime kingpin. Currently, there are 3 suspects in the case: Bill, John, and Todd. Can you break the detective's code to find the criminal's name?
That should do it.
It was upside down.
Another puzzle solved.
Upside down and mirrored. That's right, if you flip the note upside down, you'll notice that the numbers resemble letters, and that those letters form legible sentences. The message recorded there is Bill is boss, he sells oil. Impressive, Mr. Layton. Seems the rumours touting your skill weren't totally unfounded. But don't go getting any ideas. Do the smart thing and leave the detective work to me. Meantime, you can occupy yourself by searching for the golden apple. I've got another painting scrap. You needn't worry, I assure you I will find Simon's killer myself. For now, just let me do my job and go back to your search for that golden apple. Oh, Professor, you just simply have to help me. I've got another puzzle in my hand I just can't solve. As a man of the world, you know there's nothing women find more alluring than competence. I'm counting on you, sir. Don't doom me to an eternal bachelorhood. Pinboard shapes. 40 picots. The cross shape on the pin below has 9 pins inside it and 16 outside it. Remember that example? Because now it's your turn to construct a shape on the board. Can you create a cross that has 17 pins inside it and 16 outside it? What the heck?
Luke, here's my answer. Frankly, I'm ashamed. Luke, here's my answer.
Just needs to make the cross just a
Critical
little bit
thinking
bigger.
is the key to success.
Thanks, old boy. This puzzle solved, I feel like I've gone one step closer to the altar. Oh, Professor, how fortunate that you're here at a time like this. I have a favour to ask. Please, madam, ask away. I'm happy to come to your aid in any way I can. Thank you, Professor. Could you solve this puzzle for me? No, I'm not feeling up to the challenge. It won't solve itself. The father and son are having a conversation. The father turns to the son and says, "You know, son, there was a time when your old man was twice the age of your mother. Of course, the next year, I was only 1.5 times her age. But still, that's pretty amazing, eh? If the father is 44 years old, how old is the mother?"
That should do it.
Okay, never mind.
Oh, how embarrassing.
It has to be. Got it the wrong way round. I didn't read the question properly.
That should do it. Another puzzle solved. I'll stop thinking about that simple. My hicks. Oh, look at his Layton. The name's Layton, madam. Oh, that's right, Professor Layton. I'm talking about the mansion we did last time. Got me reminiscent, so I decided to stop by for a visit. But enough about me. By the look on your face, it seems you have something you want to ask me. As a matter of fact, I do. Do you happen to know who Baron Reinhold considered his close friends? His friends, you say? Well, he wasn't exactly what you'd call a social butterfly. I'm sorry. That's really all I knew of his friends. Oh, wait a moment. I do believe I saw that Zapponi fellow pay a visit to the mansion a few times. Professor, could you be referring to that man we met? Ah, yes, the gentleman with the fancy little mustache. We should ask if he knows anything. I would wager he's still hanging about the fork in the road just beyond the clock tower. There he is. Close friends of the Baron? It's true. I had the pleasure of meeting Baron Reinhold a few times. Mr. Sapone, you didn't happen to be good friends with the Baron, did you? Me? Oh no, I was nothing of the sort. Can you think of anyone at all who was close to the Baron Reinhold? No, I didn't really know him. Well, there was that one possibility. No, never mind, I'm not sure. I guess a pony can't really tell us much of anything. Yes, I'm afraid he was no help at all. I suppose that means we're back where we started. But at least we can be sure that this close friend we're after is a resident of St. Mystère. We mustn't give up. Let's continue to ask her. See if she's got anything. Let's see him again. I'm totally stuck here and I could really use your help. Ben told me this puzzle the other day and I just can't solve the thing. Can you help me? Yeah, sure. Why not? Chocolate code. Wait a minute, haven't I already just done this one? Valentine's Day, your gadget-loving technophile girlfriend gave you a most unusual slab of chocolate with a jumble of letters. Looks like nonsense. If you manage to decode the letters written on the chocolate, a message from your sweetheart will appear. What is she trying to tell you? GECYNW. Ah.
Luke, here's my answer. Every puzzle has an answer.
5 by 5 chess.
Luke, here's my answer.
What can I say?
Another puzzle solved.
What can I say? Another painting scrap. Go into here. Talking with Matthew revealed that the Reinholds formerly had another servant in their employ. Unless I'm mistaken, Matthew was referring to Ingrid, the nanny pictured in that old photo we saw earlier. She's usually out by the general store at this time of day, so finding her shouldn't be too difficult. Ingrid told us the story of how Flora's mother passed from this world. Baron must have truly loved his former wife, for her grave lies within his garden, presumably so that even in death she could stay close to him. Lady Violet's grave is a truly beautiful place. The Baron's devotion and love for her is reflected in every detail of the place. Matthew mentioned the Baron kept a journal detailing his thoughts. If we could find it, I imagine there's much we could learn from its pages. The pages of the Baron Reinhold's journal were filled with passages reflecting upon his deep love for his child and late wife. Additionally, we discovered that the Baron left a note disclosing the location of the golden apple in the possession of his good friend. Perhaps Ingrid knows this friend of the Baron's. Sadly, even Ingrid, despite her intimate ties with the Reinhold family, had to admit she had never even heard talk of the golden apple during her time at the manor. Ingrid recommended we pay his opponent a visit, and so we shall. Really though, does that man ever have anything useful to say? As I suspected, Tony hadn't a single piece of good advice for us regarding the Baron's mystery friend. If we are to find the individual we seek, it looks like we'll need to rely on the time-honored technique of talking to the streets and talking to the townsfolk. Myself into another jam. Oh, you're busy and all, but I just can't find the answer to this puzzle. Could you give me a hand with it? Number 79. Apples to oranges. Some careless delivery man loaded 2 shipments of fruit into the wrong warehouse. As you can see in the picture below, the oranges are currently in the apple warehouse and vice versa. Can you correct the mistake and put all the fruit in its proper place?
That should do it. Another puzzle solved.
Fresh fruit for all. That's how it's done. Thanks again, Professor. Another painting scrap. a few pieces left. Let's see what he's got to say. And he has nothing to say. As useless as the useless canary. Sure, I can't interest you in a nice kind of veal. It's a real deal, ha ha ha. Hello. Not being a member of high society myself, I've never seen so much. I've never so much as had a conversation with Baron. Now, Sonny, as much as I'd like to chat some more, please. You don't need to go lie down. Are you feeling unwell, sir? I'm just plumb exhausted lately. That awful noise coming from the town, you see. It's gotten so loud I can't sleep a wink at night. Do you know what's causing the noise? It's just a rumour, but I hear that every time that sound drips through Satan's stairs, someone disappears. They say the ones who go missing are the people who've been talking about feeling tired. Oh, great, he's next. But those who disappear are back before you know it, so it's probably all just a lot of poppycock. Whenever the noise sounds, something disappears. Interesting. Do you think the peculiar sound has anything to do with that strange old man who abducted Ramon? It's certainly a possibility, isn't it? But why would he release his victims after going through the trouble and kidnapping them? Put on mixed tunes. Word. Could eat in this place every day and get sick of it. There sure don't seem to be a lot of animals around town. You're quite normal, aren't you? Just being as thorough as I can. Ah, there it is. I feel like I'm on a roadblock here. I'm stumped. That's another. What am I missing? Do you mean me, good sir? Yep, you. The flower vase is yours, right? I've been keeping it nice and safe for you. Wow. I've never seen anyone just forget something like this while shopping. You're a vase, space case. I'm sorry, you must be mistaken. I've never seen that vase before in my life. What? This fancy vase? Does it belong to you? So why'd that guy tell me to get this to? Oh, wait a minute. What did this man look like? Well, my hat has a way of obscuring certain details. It's the worst, I tell you. Enough with the jokes. Now back to the issue at hand. The mystery man wasn't a regular. That's for sure. Don't sweat it. And I'll just give it back to the guy next time I see him. So speaking of flower vases, I know a puzzle I bet you'll like. It's not a hard one or anything, but it's the least I can do about the vase. The shattered vase, 10 regrets. Oh, this is just piece it all together. And it's a classic case of one of these pieces does not fit.
There we go. Critical thinking is the key to success. By the way, you sure you don't want to take home some fresh sausage home with you? Believe me, there are some links don't want to be missing. No thank you, we're just fine. Too bad. Not to bust your chops or anything, but that was a one-time offer. Maybe if you'd say yes, you knew. Maybe you'd have said yes if you knew that was what was at stake. I think we're done here. Couldn't agree more, Professor. I agree. And not just those trifles. An old newspaper. Honestly, you'd think everything. You'd think that everyone, that trash goes in the truck. Wait a second. Let's go and take a look at this article. Well, would you look at that? It seems to be Inspector Chelmy. Look at that. Chelmy hailed as brilliant detective and devoted husband. Chelmy celebrates each successful case with his favorite treat,
his wife's sweet potato fritters. Who saw that one coming? So gruff. I never imagined he had so sad like that. Just look at that old grump grinning over his plate of sweet potato fritters. I knew he was fussing over nothing when he said he hated sweets back at Reinhold Manor. That's right, Luke. He did say that. How very curious. So, is it true what I'm hearing about the tour? You're really running around about town in search of the Reinhold Forge? That's correct, sir. Currently, we're in search of a close friend of Baron Reinhold's. We believe he has entrusted this friend with an important note. Gracious, that's quite a search out on your hands. Oh, excuse me. My name is Archibald. Gus, by the way. Gus! The Baron and I were great friends, thick as thieves. We used to have the most amazing conversations late into the night. Do you think that perhaps I am the one you're searching for? Yes, I think so. What luck after all this searching. We should bump into you in a place like this. I have one question. Do you recall ever receiving a small note or written message from the Baron? No, I don't ever remember receiving anything of the sort from Gus. But he did give me a fine desk that once belonged to him. It's at home. Maybe it holds some kind of clue. The Baron's desk, you say? Excellent. Would you like to come over to my house and take a look at it? You are most gracious. If you'd be kind enough to allow us to take a look at it, we would be very grateful. I'm sure Gus wouldn't mind two fine puzzle lovers such as yourself looking over his desk. Actually, let me impart you a few pearls of wisdom on you while I've got your attention. Focusing on your case is all well and good, but if you don't solve some puzzles, you'll be sorry later. So make an effort to find puzzles around town and just solve the ones you can. Take it from this old time. It's good to stop and smell the puzzles sometimes. Alright, I'll get off my high horse. Now, let's head over to my house. Follow me. Gus's old place. Take all the time you need to examine it. Splendid, Luke. Let's get right to it. Nothing there. Aha! Seems to be a note. May point us in the direction of the golden apple. What do you make of this X? I'm afraid I just don't know at the moment. Chapter 5, The Hunt Begins. Okay, so that's that chapter solved.